What's up, Van Fam? We are here in Moab, Utah, and we are at the first ever meeting of the modes. Now, if you don't know what a mode is, you can see some in the wild behind me right now. They are a camper van made by Storyteller Overland, but it's so much more than that. It's a community, it's a lifestyle, and in this video, we're gonna figure out who all these crazy people are and why they decided to become storytellers.
I think really for us it was about the quality of the van, the quality of the products. We spent a couple of years looking at different vans and builders, and from the mass-produced to the privately built, and this just really suited all of our needs, checked all the boxes.
I chose to become a storyteller because of the flexibility of the space. Like, I work in human factors engineering, and it's really important to have good design, and this is like a fabulous design. My favorite feature of the van is the space for 2 large dogs. So I've converted underneath the bed to be their dog space, and so it gives me my living space and they have their living space. So that works for my lifestyle.
We became a storyteller honestly because of the convenience. We happened to find one and it was ready to go right then and there. We went with it. We've been looking at vans, and this is about the best that we could find. Actually, there's no doubt it is the best we could find. Just does everything that we want it to do and more. Favorite feature that came with it honestly is that it doesn't make any noise. Except the only reason that the van makes noise is for the crap that you put in it. That's it.
I decided to get a storyteller because really a couple of reasons. One is the Volta system, because as you can see, I have my office in here and I live in it full time, and so I'm a digital nomad, so power is important to me. And then actually the quality of the build was very important to me as well.
We drove a Rebel all last summer and just started finding out about build quality, and just the Stealth was kind of the complete package, or the Storyteller was the complete package with the Havelock board. So we changed over and have been ready ever since.
It's been an adventure so far.
We shopped for at least 2 years for an adventure vehicle way before COVID, and I found an earth roamer at a Cars and Coffee and came home and said, I know what I want. And Jeff said, no way.
Very
and then
expensive.
we went to Earth Cruiser and we drove out to Bend and we drove a bunch of those, and Jeff said, no way. And then
I found the sweet spot yet.
And then we found the Revel and we put a deposit down, and then it came in and we drove it. And we're like, oh no, what do we do? So the one that we ordered came in, and they gave us a day, and we went up to the Adventure Van Vehicle Expo in Dillon, Colorado, and we found Storyteller.
And we said, yep, this is
the magic middle. So we went back.
Kind of like the 3 Bears, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's like just feels right.
And we went to Revel and said, give us our money back. And we went to Storyteller and literally in a day put our money down.
For me, it was like the quality of the build definitely was better. The flexible layout.
The installation, I think, even with all these vans here, it is so quiet at night.
Yeah.
8 hours to the Black Hills Mountains, past Eternal Buttes, and we're still counting the signs. To the Wall Drugstore, playing stone face with crazy hoes. 7 hours to Yellowstone, oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam. Gonna stand where Custer last stood, making my peace while knocking on wood. We're gonna.
The community is very different. It's really cool. The I belong to, and I've belonged to other car clubs and whatnot. This is a lot more of a supportive community and friendly community than I've been involved with other groups in the past.
I think the storyteller community really is the icing on the cake with these vans. In regards to that, you can meet other people. Everyone has like-minded attitude toward the storyteller, which helps. And it doesn't matter like what your background is or your political views or whatever the case is. Everyone is here to help each other regardless.
I think that they're so welcoming. You know, they're really passionate about adventure. They're passionate about living now, you know, living right now instead of postponing, and I think that's really, really aligned with me.
Scenic roads and byways.
The storyteller community is it's family, for one. It definitely feels that way. And I think the other piece is that everybody that we've met who's in the community is open. They love to share and talk about what they've done with their van and the experiences that they've had.
It's the vehicle that brought us together, but then it's the people that keep us in touch, keep us attracted.
I don't know which came first, joining the Stow community or getting the van, but they were both big parts in our consideration.
So I knew when I saw that this was scheduled and so many people were going to come that I really wanted to try to make the drive. And this is great. I mean, everybody's so friendly. I don't know what I'd do without the Facebook page. You know, posting my questions and getting the input. I mean, everybody's great. It's just the most warm, welcoming community you could ever imagine.
Gonna drive our camper van. This has kind of been a fantasy of mine, actually, to be in the middle of nowhere, like with my van as the stage and being lit by some beasts.
To me, the storyteller community is just people bought these vans because they want to adventure. They want to get away from RV parks. They want to get out into nature, and that's the type of people we like to meet.
I think one of my favorite aspects is there's kind of a secret in the club. When you get a storyteller and you see one on the road, everyone immediately is like, hey, and we see people immediately chat in the group and say like, I just saw you on the freeway, pull over, let's get a coffee.
Meeting the Modes came about because we met a few people who had storytellers, and they were cool, and we thought we want to meet more people who have storytellers.
Yeah, it kind of felt like a festival. It was more than a meetup, it felt like a community festival run by, or organized and brought together by the community. We found out it was the largest number of storytellers ever in one place, so that was very exciting.
We just found through now meeting 30 or 40 different storyteller owners, we always have something in common. We might not be from the same place, we might not believe in the same things, we might not be the same age group, we might have 30 or 40 years apart, but there's still something we have in common. As soon as we get home, we're starting to work on the next one.
Absolutely.